North Vietnam, May 10, 1972. The sky above the Red River Valley is about to become the most dangerous airspace on Earth. Captain Roger Locker is 25 years old. He is a weapons systems officer, and in approximately 4 minutes, his jet will be blown out of the sky. A surface-to-air missile streaks upward, a white needle of fire against blue sky. Impact. The F-4 Phantom explodes in a fireball. His parachute opens. He falls into enemy territory, alone. No radio contact, no rescue. No one even knows if he's alive. For 23 days, Roger Locker will fight North Vietnam's jungle, its soldiers, its starvation, with nothing but his training, his will, and an unbreakable American spirit. This is the story of American courage that refused to die. Roger Locker grew up in a small town in Iowa, the kind of place where people still left their doors unlocked, where neighbors helped neighbors, where the flag on the porch wasn't a political statement, it was just who you were. From the time he was a boy, Roger was fascinated by flight, not just the mechanics of it, the freedom of it, the idea that a man could strap himself into a machine, push a throttle forward, and leave the ordinary world behind. He could have taken a comfortable road, engineering degree, corporate job, quiet life, but Roger Locker was not built for quiet. He earned an appointment to the U.S. Air Force Academy. He excelled. He volunteered for combat duty, and in 1972, at a moment when America's longest war was reaching its most dangerous chapter, Roger Locker flew into the heart of it. He wasn't fighting for glory. He was fighting because somebody had to, because freedom isn't free, and because Roger Locker believed in his bones that it was worth the cost. May 10, 1972. Operation Linebacker. The United States Air Force launches one of its largest strike packages of the entire war, a massive coordinated assault on targets deep inside North Vietnam. Roger's aircraft, Oyster 1 Bravo 2, is part of a MiG combat air patrol. Their job? Protect the strike package from North Vietnamese fighters. His pilot that day is Captain Richard Steve Ritchie, one of the finest fighter pilots in the United States Air Force. The sky above the Red River Valley erupts. MiGs are everywhere. Missiles are everywhere. 12 American aircraft will be lost this single day, the worst losses of the entire air war. A MiG gets behind them. The missile hits before they can evade. The Phantom jolts, fire in the engine bay. The aircraft rolls, inverted, losing altitude fast. Ritchie ejects first. Locker ejects half a second later. Except Ritchie lands near the border. He's recovered within hours. Roger Locker tumbles 20 miles deeper into North Vietnam, into the jungle, into silence, completely alone. Day 1. Roger takes inventory, survival vest, compass, 2 radios, both damaged on impact, some water, some rations, and the sound of North Vietnamese soldiers calling to each other through the trees. He does not move for hours. He has no idea if either radio works. He has no idea if anyone is looking for him. Only one thing: if he is captured, this story ends very differently. He establishes a survival protocol built entirely on patience. Move only at night. Stay off ridgelines. Avoid streams. Enemy soldiers patrol them. Eat what the jungle offers. And in the jungles of North Vietnam, that isn't much. By day 3, he's burning through his rations. By day 7, he's dangerously malnourished. By day 10, he can hear his own heartbeat in his ears from hunger. Can you imagine that? 10 days in enemy territory, wet, starving, hunted, and still refusing to quit. His radios seem dead, or maybe no one is in range, or maybe no one is looking anymore. He keeps trying, every morning, every evening, because stopping means accepting that it's over, and Roger Locker is not ready for it to be over. By day 20, something shifts, not physically. Physically, he is running out of time. His body is beginning to shut down. He thinks about the people waiting. He thinks about what it means to give up, not just for himself, but for every man who ever strapped into a cockpit and trusted that his country would come for him. Roger Locker makes a decision. He is going to find high ground. He is going to get his radio working, and he is going to make enough noise that someone, somewhere, is going to hear him. 20 days in the jungle had not broken him. They had sharpened him. He was done hiding. It was time to be found. Day 23. High ground. Dawn light breaking through the canopy in gold shafts. A flight of American aircraft crosses overhead, well out of range. Roger keys his radio. Any aircraft. Any aircraft. This is Oyster 1 Bravo. Static. He tries again. Again. Then a voice. An American voice. The transmission reaches a flight of F-4s operating nearby. The pilot who hears it cannot believe what he's hearing. 23 days. Roger Loker has been alive for 23 days. Within minutes, the radio nets light up. Headquarters, rescue coordination. The 7th Air Force commander himself orders the mission. General John Vogt, commanding the 7th Air Force, authorizes a massive rescue operation deep in North Vietnam. In broad daylight, 60 aircraft, 60 American aircraft to bring one man home. HH-53 Jolly Green Giant rescue helicopters bore in low over the canopy, flanked by A-1 Sky Raiders laying down suppressing fire, tracers lighting up the jungle floor. NVA positions erupting in smoke. A Sky Raider pilot spots a figure on a hilltop, emaciated, ragged, arm raised, waving. The Jolly Green descends through the smoke and rotor wash. A crewman reaches down. Roger's hand grabs the hoist. He is lifted, rising through the canopy, into the helicopter. The helicopter banks hard, full power. The trees fall away below. American aircraft close in around them. An escort of 60 aircraft taking one man home. Roger Loker, weighing 40 pounds less than the day he ejected, is pulled through the door of a rescue helicopter and into American hands. 23 days, 20 miles inside enemy territory. Zero compromise. Roger Loker was the deepest and longest surviving downed airman ever rescued in North Vietnam. His survival became the stuff of Air Force legend. His rescue was later studied as a model for combat search and rescue. He was awarded the Air Force Cross for his extraordinary courage. But the real legacy of Roger Loker wasn't the medal. It was the lesson his survival taught every pilot who came after him. That survival training works, that patience beats panic, that America does not leave its people behind. Roger Loker returned to service. He finished his career with the Air Force, and every generation of aviators since has trained on the principles that kept him alive in that jungle for 23 impossible days. 23 days. No rescue in sight. No certainty of survival. Just one American, alone in an enemy jungle, choosing every single morning to keep going. Not because it was easy, because it was right. Stories like this remind us what American grit truly means, what it means to serve, what it means to endure, what it means to never, ever give up. If this story moved you, hit like and let Roger Loker's courage reach someone who needs to hear it. Share this with a veteran, a patriot, or anyone who still believes in the American spirit. And subscribe, because every week we bring you the untold stories of the men and women who gave everything so the rest of us could live free. God bless Roger Loker. God bless our warriors. God bless the United States of America.